You probably find it weird that someone is asking you to not be nice. And that's because society has programmed us to want to be nice. And that's okay, really. It's okay to be nice because you don't want to be a terrible person. You don't want to be evil, do you? I don't want to be one either. I don't want to be a terrible person. But I've come to understand that sometimes being nice isn't good. It's not good at all. As a matter of fact, the nicest people do not always have it good. They don't. It's like when you're nice, you might actually get hurt most of the time. And I'll tell you why. But before then, my name is Chris, and I would like to welcome you to my channel. So, why shouldn't you always be nice? It's very simple. People would take advantage of you. Everybody isn't as good as you. Everybody doesn't have morals like you. Everybody doesn't understand the concept of live and let live, being kind, being generous, being accommodating. It's not all kumbaya for everybody. Some people are mean. That's the reality. So when they come across a nice person, their first instinct or line of action is to take advantage of that person. As a nice person, you are at a risk of being taken advantage of. As crazy, as bad as that might sound, it's true. Nice people are often taken advantage of. So you might want to, think it twice, think it through. You might want to just simmer your niceness a little bit, down so that people won't continue to take advantage of you. Take this scenario for instance. Someone knows that asking you for a particular favor would be a huge inconvenience, but they go ahead anyway to ask you because they know you are the kind person, the nice person. And guess what? You don't disappoint. You agree. You oblige their request just because you're nice, even when it's obvious that it would be such a huge inconvenience for you. Who are you helping? You're helping them, but displeasing yourself. You're pleasing them, but displeasing yourself. How long would you continue to do that? And I find that most of the time when you do something just because you want to be nice out of niceness, you end up regretting it. You end up feeling so bad about it. But guess what? The deed has already been done. There's nothing you can do about it. And it's so bad that people who take advantage of nice people are aware of what they are doing. It doesn't happen by accident. It's not a mistake. They do it, yet you indulge them. So you need to stop it, okay? If you want people to stop taking advantage of you, you need to be mindful of your niceness. And another thing, another problem with being nice is that you struggle to establish boundaries. You struggle, to let people know what you can accept and what you can't accept. You see, there's a need for boundaries in every environment, in every relationship. You need to establish your boundaries. You need to let people know what you can take and what you cannot take. You need to let them know what you want out of every encounter with them. State your needs. And to be fair, other people aren't mind readers. So if you don't state what you have in mind, if you don't state how you want to be treated or how you would want things to be handled, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. So you need to learn to speak up, learn to establish boundaries. Otherwise, people would step all over you. People would overreach, even when they know for a fact that they are overreaching because you haven't established any boundaries. Why? You are so nice. No boundaries whatsoever. Everything goes with you. No, no, no. You need to tone it down. Tone down your niceness because it is destructive in some situations. Another problem with being nice is that people would often take you for granted. Nobody takes you seriously when you're such a nice person. And really, why should they take you seriously when you would accept whatever they, do to you, however they treat you? Why should they take you seriously? They would rather take people who are nice seriously. You know why? Those people won't accept their BS. Those people would put them in their place where they belong. Those people would call them out. But with you, anything goes. So why shouldn't they take you for granted? If you're concerned that people are always taking you for granted, guess what? You are most likely a very nice person. You have such a big reputation of being a nice person, and see where it has got you. See how far it has brought you. Nobody likes to be taken for granted. You don't like that, do you? So you need to stop being nice. Stop being Mr. Nice. Stop being Mr. Nice. No. Especially when your niceness, your kindness isn't appreciated. You need to just slow it down, okay? Learn to not be nice and see how far it will take you. See how better your life would become. Just try it. Try it for a day, try it for a week or a month and observe the results. The results are good. I'm not saying you should be a terrible person. No, that's not the point. I'm not saying you should be an asshole. No. All I'm saying is don't be the nice person that everybody takes advantage of, the nice person that everybody takes for granted. No, don't do that, okay? Learn when to simmer it down. It goes without saying that people view nice people as weak. When you're nice, everybody assumes you are weak. And you can't really fault them for that. A nice person takes everything. A nice person hardly says no. So they interpret that to be weakness. They interpret that to be that you lack the strength to actually stand up for yourself. You lack the zeal, the courage to stand up for yourself. So they would trample all over you. They would walk all over you. That's what they would do because they think you are weak. Every now and then you need to set them straight. You need to let them know that, hey, you may be nice, but not so nice. You're not stupid. Yes. You don't want to be seen as that weak person. No. It's not a good feeling because people would pick on you. People would continue to do things to you that are unpleasant. You don't want that to continue to happen. So what do? Stop being so nice. No. Stop it. Learn to say no. Read people, see through people. Most of the time, people just want to get something from you. Yes. And they make those requests just to try their luck. But surprisingly, you don't disappoint them. You always say yes. You do their bidding. Learn to disappoint them. When they ask you to do stuff you aren't comfortable with, just say no. You could be nice and say no thanks. Well, you're a nice person, so you might as well just say no thanks. And that's a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to give them any reasons why you have declined. Okay? You don't up for yourself. I made a video about it. You can check the video right here. How to stand up for yourself. I understand that it can be very uncomfortable, especially if you aren't used to it. But like every other thing, it gets better with time. The more you practice it, the more you rehearse, the better you become. And one of the ways to do that is to envisage certain situations prepare ahead of time. How would you like to respond to certain scenarios, certain questions or requests? If someone says, "Hey, can you do this for me?" and you don't feel like doing it, how would you like to respond? How should you respond? Of course, you want to be firm, you want to be assertive and polite at the same time. If you don't practice beforehand, you may be taken unawares, you might be unprepared and just give in as usual. So you need to start being so nice because it hardly ends well. You will continue to please people who couldn't care less about you because if they cared even a little, they wouldn't take advantage of you. They wouldn't take you for granted and they certainly wouldn't think that you're weak. You probably know that one person who isn't so nice but is respected so much by others. Other people don't take advantage of them. Other people don't try to walk all over them. And you admire that person. You're like, I wish I could be that person. Guess what? You can be that person. You don't have to be exactly like that person, but you can emulate what they do, how they behave, by taking little steps. Just learn to say no. It's necessary. It's very important. If you struggle, if you find it difficult to say no, you are going to say several yeses that do not serve you in any way. Okay, and when you sense that people are trying to take advantage of you, speak up. All right, let them know that what they're asking you to do isn't going to be possible and it's quite unreasonable and unfair. And I find that most of the time when bullies and users, try to take advantage of you as a nice person, they don't expect you to stand up for yourself. They don't expect you to resist. So the moment you say no, the moment you resist, you take them by surprise. You don't have to do much, really. You just have to say something as simple as no, no, really. And they would let you go. Nothing is going to happen, really. The world isn't going to come to an end. No, you don't have to do too much. Just stay to your position. No, thanks. I'm not interested. I don't feel like it. No, it's as simple as that. Remember, you don't owe them any explanations, all right? When you say no to their requests, their ridiculous requests, say no and mean it. Don't explain yourself because when you try to explain yourself, you might just begin to, rumble and just say things that are not necessary. Okay. And that could give them an opportunity to push further. Say no and keep it moving. That's it. Don't be Mr. Nice. Don't be Miss Nice because a lot of people will take advantage of you. Take a look around my channel. You will find lots of other interesting videos and please share your experience with me in the comments. Have you always been such a nice person? Have people, try to take advantage of you? Have you stopped being nice? What is the difference like? I would like to hear your experience. My name is Chris and it was nice talking to you in this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. See you in the next one.